You know about economic bubbles, right? An economic bubble says something has great worth until it doesn't, okay? And a bubble means just like it's expanding, then it pops and it doesn't. We saw that in 2008, right? We had the real estate bubble, right? And then it, you know, people were making gobs of money one day, and then the next day, you know, 1 million Americans lost their homes. It popped. Okay? And the economic bubble only exists if we can keep up the story that it has value. These aren't new. Holland had an economic bubble based on tulips, right? Back in the middle centuries, they went nuts for some reason over tulips. And tulips got up to costing a house until they finally said, wait a second, I'm not going to give up my house to have a flower. And it popped. The Great Depression came about because the stock market popped. Right? Right now we're in the carbon bubble. If our kids are going to have a future, that oil and that coal and the gas has to stay in the ground. That means the carbon bubble pops.
That means no pipeline.
That means no pipeline. That means no infrastructure. But the way to keep the bubble going is, like they did with the mortgages, bundle up more risky mortgages, bundle up more. As long as you're bundling up more and more and more and you're selling it and you still got people buying it, then obviously it has value because Joe just bought it. Right? It isn't until Joe says, I ain't buying it. And all of a sudden, Harry says, well, why did I buy it? It doesn't have any value. To make it look like it still has value, you keep doing projects. Because projects give the perception that is 40, 50 years off into the future. So let's run a pipeline. It really isn't about running a pipeline. It's about creating the illusion that we need pipelines. And as long as we need pipelines, well then, by golly, there's money to be made. Let's invest in this. Until we say, wait a second. It's flooding here, and it's just because the moon is full. Wait a second. All these millions of people who are on the move across the globe, it's because we've destroyed their lands. Wait a second. We can't keep going this way. Pop. And then that $22 trillion disappears overnight. The divestment from fossil fuel campaign started just a couple years ago. And it's already in the trillions of dollars that have been divested from fossil fuels. It's tremendous. Because you got to realize if we can't burn this, then the worst place you could have your money is in fossil fuels. Because it's going to pop. Right? It's based on if it's wrong to destroy the world, then it's just as wrong to profit from that destruction. But the bubble ain't going to pop until we pop it. Oil companies, coal companies, gas companies are going to keep on doing what they're doing until somebody says no. The lead companies in 1920s, early 30s, science came out and said, you know, lead is bad. Lead destroys the brain. You can't keep painting and using lead. You can't use lead in water pipes. And the response of the lead companies is they launched a campaign. They say the lead was good. Use lead. Lead's good. You can trust us. And they kept the regulations from being made for 40 years. It wasn't until the early 70s that lead was banned. We're still paying the price for that deception. The tobacco companies learned from the lead companies. And they said, let's hire a bunch of phony doctors put them in front of a camera smoking a cigarette and telling us how good it is for our health. And they delayed tobacco regulations for 50 years. Guess who the fossil fuel companies hired? They hired the very same advertising companies that work for the tobacco companies with some of the same scientists to say global warming. What global warming? The greatest picture I have is of this Senator Inhofe from Oklahoma standing on the floor of the Senate with a snowball in his hand saying, "This proves global warming is a farce because I have a snowball in my hand." We are willing to believe utter nonsense until we're not. Until we say, "You're talking about my kids' lives, you fool. You're talking about my kids' lives. How dare you treat my kids' lives so frivolously?" It's time to get outraged.